All right, I'm the Flat Rate Master. Today we're talking about, should you invest in shop equipment as a technician? Now, I've done videos in the past about investing in scan tools, scopes, stuff like that. But should you? One of the things I talk about a lot is moving up in the industry. You know, ultimately you want to be a diagnostician, not a mechanic. You want to diagnose cars, not throw parts on them. And tooling is one of the things that can get you there. Learning how to use it effectively. After all, you spend $10,000 on a snap-on scan tool, you dang sure want to get everything you can out of it. Or $4,000 on a Max Assist, on a launch, whatever you're going to buy, you want to make sure and get your money's worth out of it. That includes investing in yourself, going to classes, networking. You know, I went to Auto Mechanica, spent 3 days in training. I'm not a know-it-all. I don't know everything. I really don't. I mean, I went to 3 very informative classes. You know, G taught one of them on GDIs, and, you know, really cool because my instructor for the next 2 days was in the class with me. Then I took 2 days of pressure transducer classes from a really cool dude, Brandon Steckler, who is an awesome instructor. I can't wait to take more of his classes. Hopefully I will be able to. But an awesome instructor. I really enjoyed his classes on it. It helped me really understand pressure transducers for diagnostics much better. But that's investing in myself as a technician. Now, there's stuff that makes sense and there's stuff that doesn't make sense. You know, scan tool. If you work at a dealership and you're always waiting for a scan tool, might want to see if they do deals on technicians buying their own. A lot of manufacturers do that. I know GM and Ford do. You know, sometimes it's not an option, but increasing your productivity helps you make money. Going to training helps you make money. Now, there's stuff that makes sense and some stuff that kind of doesn't make sense. You know, scan tools, scopes, make sense to me at least. May not in your opinion. Scan tools, scopes, make sense in my opinion. But in your situation, it may not. I mean, if you're still doing brake jobs and ball joints, ball joint press probably be a better investment than a scan tool. But if you're doing diagnostics all day, having as much help as far as equipment is always a good thing. But on the other side of it, you know, let's say you're still not to that point of being a diagnostician. You're doing air conditioning all day. You know, you're sweating your butt off like I am, and you're losing productivity because the one AC machine in the shop is being used and the boss won't, you know, get another one. I mean, it's a problem we run into here. We have 2 AC machines and there's times we have to wait for them. Might make sense to buy your own AC machine. Now, might. Not saying run out right now and buy your own AC machine, but if you're stacking them deep and all you're doing all day is AC repairs and you're losing money, might be worth it. There's something called ROI, return on investment. Now, sometimes ROI does not make sense in the practical numbers world of it. You know, you're getting paid, you know, whatever to suck and refill an AC system, diagnose it, whatever. You know, it's like alignment machines. You know, a lot of people question on the shop, why don't we have an alignment machine? Well, because we can bill out more per hour out of a 2-post lift than we can an alignment machine. It makes sense for us to sublet them. You know, other shops, they might be able to make more money doing alignments. But for us, in a 10-bay shop where we're kind of limited on how much work we can pull in and out because of parking, we're better off having a 2-post lift and turning 10 hours out of that bay instead of trying to get 5, 6 alignments in a day. But on the other side of it, that AC machine is going to make you, 15 hours a day doing AC work where you're not waiting for an AC machine. It makes sense. Now, I know technicians that have their own AC machine for that reason. I personally don't think it's worth it for me, but, that's what we're talking about, is investing in shop equipment to make yourself more money. Now, obviously, an AC machine is kind of extreme, but a lot of guys I know do it. They bought their own AC machine. I mean, again, if you're planning on opening your own shop, it's not a bad idea. But on the other side of it, you got to make sure you're going to make your money out of it. And that's the crux of it. Will you make your money back on it as a technician? In some cases, no. Other cases, you will. This right here, this picoscope, saved me probably an hour last week. Why? Because I had to replace like 5 batteries. I had 5 different no starts and all were batteries. Now I used the built-in tester with this. I don't actually own a battery tester. It's one of the few tools I haven't bought because I haven't found one I liked. We've got a Midtronics Interstate Batteries one over there. I get too many retest, and Bam Bam has a snap-on unit, which I questioned when it passed a charging system that was doing 13 volts unloaded. So, I wasn't real impressed with those two. The picoscope has a built-in battery testing system with a set of connectors on the battery and a high amp probe. Right there, I made an hour. Not having to walk across the shop to go get a battery tester. Is that instantly pay for it? No. But every little bit of time saved does help. And that's where you need to decide if it's worth it for you to buy a tool. Whether it's a piece of shop equipment like a scope or a scan tool, or, a special tool that, the shop has, but you got to go find it and hope it's not broke and all that. Hope you liked this video. If you did, give me a thumbs up. If you want to see more videos like it, subscribe. Make sure and hit that bell notification so you get notified when I put out a new video. If you didn't like the video, give me a thumbs down. Comments? How do you like my Pico? Are appreciated. And as always, thanks for watching. I am the Flat Rate Master.